I know you said you just got into it about a year ago, but do you go into it as a single player or do you run with a squad when you play?
Both. I like playing by myself. Sometimes I, challenge myself to get my game a little bit better, sharpen my skills. But I also just love to invite some friends and we'll jump on like the 3v3. And it's just a chill.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. At the guard spots, we'll see Westbrook and Murray. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Jokic, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. And for Utah, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the 1 spot. All right, looking at the Utah Jazz, Shams, what do you think about trading All-Stars Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell back in 2022?
It's really rare for an NBA team to trade 2 All-Stars in one offseason, especially a team that was competing to go deep in the playoffs year after year after year. But they really believe, Kevin, that they got maximum value for both Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. They're flush with draft picks. They've got young talent, young assets, and cap space moving forward. I really like and have confidence in their future.
Well, we know Gobert has made a difference with Minnesota. Mitchell seems to be making a difference with Cleveland. So you love the trades that work on all sides, don't you?
And Kevin, one thing you know about the front office in Utah is they're going to be completely aggressive moving forward to bring talent to Utah.
Well said. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. And that one is good.
Yeah, it's almost like pick your poison with Jokic in the pick and roll. He's a master of these sets.
So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to San Antonio. George passes to Kessler. George looking around. Markkanen from outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, look, you know Markkanen has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
Gordon kicks to Valanciunas. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Denver now. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Gordon, that's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Sexton dishes to George. Missed inside. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, we always talk about Murray's shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Sexton. George against Westbrook. On the wing, Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from George. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one, But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have and more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a mix.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good.
Well, Jamal Murray, we know, is one of the elite shot makers in the game, and his passing is much improved as well.
And so Murray nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Westbrook against George. Outside Collins. Pass to Kessler. Collins kicks to Sexton. Fires the three. And the Jazz, another three.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taken.
Here's Murray. Here's Gordon. And it's sent back by Kessler. Outside, George. Sexton against Murray. Now, here is George. T right on him. Back to Sexton. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Sexton's got 8. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I love playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories, and be able to tell that story to the fans. I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Jamal Murray. George finds Kessler. Collins with it. And it's Jokic with the rebound. On the wing, Murray. Defended by George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Here's Kessler. Following the basket by Jokic. Sexton's shot is good. He's got 10.
Well, he's been hot out of the gates, 4 for 5, and he might just be getting started.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
So it's Utah now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Kessler passes to George. Yep, that one goes.
What a finish inside from George, showing he can handle physical defense.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
With a whole new group and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Chicago, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Nuggets, they're rolling, and we expected that. Lots of talent, the chemistry is there, and so is the unrivaled production.
Here's Johnson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. Plenty of space. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Johnson with the defensive effort. Denver leading by 4. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And here's Denver. They're on a 15-6 run. Now here's Jordan. He's covered closely. Najee, good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Denver?
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still yet to score. Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson. Getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Here's Brown. They get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Collier. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later. But NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing 2 things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Utah calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bag.
Sharich checked in for Najee. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. And you look at Collier, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Now, here's Markkanen. He had 15 points last outing. It's tipped.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Here's Strother. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 12-point Nugget lead.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for the Jazz, Collier taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Collier. Russell Westbrook in for Denver. Murray comes in for Christian Brown. That one misses. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Nuggets. 11-point game. Murray kicks to Sharich. Murray outside. Shoots over Collier. And again, it's Denver.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Collier. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. That's tipped. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Westbrook missing. Utah's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got 6.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Shoots over Collier. And that one good. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
and they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint. Now, he led him with the pass there, almost like quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And so it's Denver going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Nikola Jokic. Russell Westbrook out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Saric in at the 5 spot. Off the inbound. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes. And less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen with at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Watson kicks to Saric. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Jazz trail by 12. George passes to Sexton. Jokic against Collins. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Sexton on the wing. And they recover it. Kessler with the bucket.
Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Outside Westbrook. On the wing, Murray. To the middle, here's Jokic, and it's sent back by Kessler. And he goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. And it's Jokic in the corner. Over Kessler. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently.
I know.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
The Jazz with the timeout.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Utah calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. Check out some of the stats for George. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, D.A., that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. The Jazz have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, Collins is an exceptional athlete with a lot of skill offensively, but I'd like to see more out of him on the defensive end. I think that could bring his game to another level.
Both good from the line that time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Brown. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Clarkson.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Johnson kicks to Gordon. Back to Johnson. Denver passing it around. Here's Brown. Second shot opportunity, and there it is for him. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Clarkson against Johnson. Outside, George. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Holmes passes to Brown. Pops in the layup for 2. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Clarkson for 3. It's good from long range. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, he's a decent threat from deep. And when Clarkson is on from there, it opens up everything else for him.
Here's Johnson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Sexton penetrating. And Sexton slams it in.
Yeah, once Sexton takes that first step on the drive, he's not backing off.
Out left of the wing. Here's Brown. Off target with his three.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Outside, George. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that, and his team is struggling as a result.
Pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Johnson. Here's Brown. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
With the assist, Colin Sexton.
And here are the Nuggets now. They've led by as many as 14 points. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Clarkson surveying the floor. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Brown. Defended by George. Valanciunas, good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
George passes to Collins. Now, here is George. Not a lot of room. The shot's good.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Here's Brown. Defended by George. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's George. Holmes with the steal. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Brown. He has 6. Here's Holmes. Collins with some nice D.
Yeah, credit the defense there. Not allowing the easy layup.
The open look here for Sexton. And the Jazz, another 3.
Well, Sexton is a guy that defenses label as a scorer, and it's on display in this one.
Brown, the pass to Valanciunas. Gordon for 3. Sinks the triple. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Collins wide open. He fires. Rebounded by Holmes.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To the inside. And Holmes throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And George, here we go. Sexton for 3. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Here's Brown. Rebound, Utah.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
And Holmes throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clarkson on the wing. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
A real source of instant offense. Clarkson is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Sexton with it. Holmes covering. And the rejection by Holmes.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The second chance effort. No good from Valanciunas. Jazz trail by 17. And here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio.
Well, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Holmes, good. It's
those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Clarkson outside. Will it go? The shot off that time. And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Fans, please, a big round of applause for your Jazz Youth Dance Team. Another big round of applause for your Utah Jazz Youth Dance Team.
Here's Murray. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
To be honest, them getting killed on the glass like this is a little embarrassing, showing no physicality, a lack of heart. This is when fans start to feel what's happening. Me too. The team doesn't seem to care as much as the other team. They don't care, I don't care, Ernie. I'm out of here.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Here's George, trains it from 9 feet away. George has got 6. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Sexton. Outside, George. He kicks to Sexton. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. Pass to Strother. Back to Murray. The pass to Jokic. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. No good on the shot. Here's Sexton. Saric grabs the board.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Murray finds Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stand the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem. Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
From the right block, the shot is good. Jokic has got 16 points.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Got a piece of it. Now, here's George. He has 6. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Nice looking mid-range shot by George. Such an aggressive scorer.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the Jazz call time here. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well. And let's look now, Aaron Gordon's numbers. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Outside, George. Outside, Markkanen. Here's the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 9.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
Gordon, rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Sexton kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Watson. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that's a strong finish there by Gordon. Right through the contact.
Sexton with the bounce pass. Right side, Collins. Sexton against Gordon. That's tipped. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Westbrook, finished off the break. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's George. Here's Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Collins has got his second basket of the night.
Using all of his length. Collins able to grab the offensive rebound and finish the play.
Watson for three. Another three for Denver.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Collins finds George. Right side, Markkanen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Watson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
You can't hit that time. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, he's an above-the-rim athlete. Gordon on the attack.
Jazz have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Sexton the pass to Collins. Another miss by Utah.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Inside, Gordon. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Sexton kicks to George. Outside Collins. Another miss by Utah.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Sexton. Count the basket. Sexton's got 21 in the game.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Here's Gordon. They get the rebound. They shoot again. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And it's sent back by Kessler. Up top, Markkanen, defended by Gordon. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Sensabaugh. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. To the paint, here's Filipowski. Out to the wing. Second chance shot, and it's good for 2. Sensabaugh has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Denver's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Markkanen against Gordon. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Jazz shooting about 42% so far. Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson with the ball. 10 points for him. Here's Sensabaugh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Passes to Filipowski. Now the dish to Clarkson. Here's Collier. He's covered by Westbrook. The offensive rebound. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Outside Gordon. Najee passes to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against the Cavaliers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Brown, the pass to Murray. Here's Brown. He's got 10. Tries from 7. In deep, Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got 8 points here in this quarter. Utah shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Clock at 6. The Jazz with another miss.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter. Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Sensabaugh. Count it. Sensabaugh's got 6.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
To the left side wing. Here's Brown. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Sensabaugh. The shot missing. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Jokic is out there with Johnson. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Brown in at the point guard position. Sends the ball. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Filipowski.
Well, you have to throw so much weight at Jokic on defense that eventually he'll just step into it and draw a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Here's Collier. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
And now Utah, fast break. Here's Juzang. The Jazz with another miss. Denver's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Collier. Pulls up. And the jumper is good. Collier's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here he goes. He gets it in there.
Yeah, Murray is always in attack mode, weathering the contact there to score.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Collier. Collier. Passes it to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. Jokic defending. That's good by Sensabaugh.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. 21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Here's Brown. And that one is stuffed right through.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Collier. No good. Murray with the defensive effort. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Here's Collier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
The Jazz making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Strother's checked in. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell, and they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Realizing this guy has the green light to take those shots. Westbrook has such confidence in that jumper.
The pass to Mikhailuk. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mikhailuk's got his first 3 points of the game. Johnson in the corner. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas, good.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
Pass to Martin. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Westbrook. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
Here's Collier. Kessler passes to Collier. The 3. And Utah, another 3.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Pass to Jokic. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Jokic has got 14 points now in the second half. The Jazz have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Passes it to Hendricks. Good D by Johnson. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. No good from Valanciunas. Utah's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And he gets it to go. Mikhailuk's got 8 points in the quarter. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Valanciunas dishes to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Mikhailuk. Jokic defending. Beyond the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Valanciunas inside. Working on Kessler. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now the pass to Martin. Nice ball movement by Utah. Good on the triple.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. And it's Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players, they should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Lowry Markkinen's checked in for Mark.
Lowry Markkinen.
Westbrook kicks to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Strother. It's good.
Strother. Assist goes to DeAndre.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Strother grabs the miss. Strother's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Westbrook. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. George is checked in for the Jazz.
Checked in for the Jazz. George.
Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Sexton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's got 9 points here in the second half.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work with.
In the corner, Holmes with it. Back to Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Jokic draws the double. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Brown's got 21.
Well, Nikola Jokic is probably the best passing center I have ever seen.
Here's Sensabaugh. Jokic defending. Sexton for 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A nice shot by Brown.
Well, Murray engineering that bucket with terrific ball movement.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Denver.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it to show they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
Brown. Holmes passes to Brown. And he converts the layup.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. the degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Kessler finds Markkanen. From deep, George, and Utah, another three.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little.
Free throw good, Murray. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core. And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And he gets it back. And that one drops for him. Now Sexton. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Nicola, another great passing game for you. What was the key?
I think the guys were making shots. That's the main thing. We moved without the ball. It was a good energy on the floor, and I mean, that's why we won the game.
There is trust in all directions, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.